But I'd like to start now with a breathing meditation, an exercise really, but it's a meditation, it's a focus, it's a concentration. Um, this idea of increasing the flow of the vagus nerve is something to keep in mind as you're practicing breath work. The vagus nerve is this kind of large and subtle bundle that connects your brain with your heart, your brain with your heart, your mind with your heart. And we often get cut off in between the two. We spend a lot of time in our head, not accessing the wisdom of the heart. And so increasing the flow of this vagus nerve naturally increases the amount of wisdom in your own body that you have access to. This is why we do breath work. You also activate the parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system is our rest and digest response. The rest and digest. It's the opposite of fight or flight. It's the opposite of stress. And when you activate this parasympathetic nervous system, you get a sense of calm that comes from the inside. And you also, this parasympathetic nervous system is very supportive to the immune system. Your immune response is boosted. Your body's natural work at healing itself is supported with breath work to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. So doing some kinds of breath exercises really helps you heal. It's mental, it's physical, and it's a very important state to touch into every day for good health, whether you do it formally in the way that we do now, or whether you do it informally when you're lying in bed at night, or when you first wake up, or when you're lying on the couch after lunch, whatever it is, whenever that is. So we'll do a real simple one today. It was developed by Dr. Andrew Weil. Maybe you've heard of him. He's a pretty famous guy. Yeah. It's called the 478 technique. The 478 technique. Very simple breathing exercise that helps you relax during the day. It can really help you sleep at night. If you're having trouble sleeping at night. So let's settle down and get into a comfortable position. Relax. Let's maybe draw the shoulders back and down, sort of holding them and then releasing them. Tuck your chin in just a little bit so the crown of your head reaches up a little to the sky, extending the spinal column, adding a little bit of space in your spinal column. Really just setting up your body, your skeleton, aligning your skeleton, supporting yourself against gravity. And then check in with yourself now. Check in with how you're feeling right now. What's your mood right now? How's your mind? Active, agitated, peaceful, quiet. Checking in, abstaining from judgment, just making a note of what's here. Checking in with your body. What parts feel good? What parts don't feel good? What parts are just there? Making a note of it all. How am I right now? And then for this particular breathing exercise, the instructions are breathing in through the nose with the mouth closed to a count of 4. Then holding for a count of 7 and exhaling with your mouth open with pursed lips like you're blowing out a candle for the count of 8. Breathing in for 4. Mouth closed, holding for a count of 7, and exhaling with the mouth open, like blowing out a candle for a count of 8. 4, 7, 8. So I'll start this now. So breathing in, 4. Holding for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 8. Inhaling 4, holding 7, exhaling 8. And I'll continue at my pace and invite you to continue at a pace that is supportive to you. Adjusting as you go to make it comfortable, making it fit. vagus nerve. Activating the parasympathetic nervous system. Resting, digesting, healing. And after your next cycle, letting your breath come back to a normal rhythm. And checking in again with yourself. Just checking if anything has shifted in your body, in your heart, in your mind. Do you sense anything different now from before? Maybe a lowered level of energy or a sense of relaxation or something else. Whatever it is, just making a note. And if you haven't already, opening your eyes, coming back. Thanking yourself for checking in, thanking yourself for that extra supply of oxygen.